folks, so welcome to the June 2017 Geek Fuel box unboxing. Geek Fuel, now the second most recent of the boxes that I've started subscribing to, at least on the geek side of things, after a dissatisfaction period with Nerd Block and Loot Crate's products. I decided to subscribe to Geek Fuel to kind of see if I could refresh my palate. So really what you're staring at here is this is a big nerdy leaf of ginger root to try and clean the taste of bad Loot Crates and bad Nerd Blocks out of my system. And for the most part, it's actually been a pretty good box to subscribe to. Again, some of the things that I'm looking for, originality in products, even if I don't like the license, if I see a product inside that's kind of really cool, really original, I can forgive a license that I'm not into. What I'm not looking for is basically a box of stuff that I could go into a comic shop and buy. So, that's been one of my big issues. Everybody's got a goddamn addiction to Funko. I'm waiting for that trend to finally die. Beanie Babies finally died. Funko will one day die, and I'm really hoping that day is sooner rather than later, because I'm really getting tired of seeing Pops and all this other just terrible Funko crap. With that being said, let's go ahead and see what is in the Geek Fuel box for this month. And I'm going to have to see if I can get there we go, the lid open. And I'm just going to bear with me here. Alright, so the first thing we've got is the Geek Fuel magazine. And they were thinking ahead. Hey, who would have thought that, there was a Wonder Woman movie coming out that, people might be interested in. Again, what I'm really hoping to see with Wonder Woman is I'm looking to see some awesome Wonder Woman merchandise. Wonder Woman inspired, let me say it. Wonder Woman inspired merchandise. I really don't want 6 months from now, when the film is kind of cooled off and a lot of the merch on the shelf has been returned and vendors are looking to get rid of it, I really don't want that Wonder Woman stuff on the shelf showing up in these boxes. But what I would love to see is vendors taking that film as inspiration and giving us just, some amazing Wonder Woman themed stuff. I have a knit cap that I got, I think from Shirt Punch, and it's got the tiara on it, and then it kind of has the the red, white, and blue, the stars and the stripes motif of her costume on the actual skull part of the cap. That's kind of what I'm hoping to see Wonder Woman inspire. Again, I'm not really looking to see a lot of liquidation stuff off the shelf, but I'm really hoping that right now, people who saw Wonder Woman at, Loot Crate, Nerd Block, Super Geek Box, Geek Fuel, they're kind of thinking, how can I take this film? How can I take this spirit and kind of distill it into something that we can't go into a comic shop and buy? So, I'm going to go ahead and I see the t-shirt. I'm liking the t-shirt already, but, I always do t-shirts last. So I'm just going to grab this, and damn it. Okay, so remember when I said I was sick of Funko products? All right, maybe I lied just a little bit, or maybe we have the exception to the rule, or maybe Baby Groot is just too fucking awesome, and I can forgive a Baby Groot plush. If anything else, I can take this dude to my office, and I can put him on my bookshelf, and, so, all right, you caught me in an exception. What can I say? I'm a big old fat hypocrite. I'm liking it, again, it's off the shelf, so I kind of have to fault a little bit for that. It's Funko, so I have to fault a little bit for that. But come on, it's Baby Groot. How can you not love Baby Groot? I've seen Guardians in the theater twice. It's leaving first run probably this week, so if I want to subject myself to a second run theater, I might catch it in theaters one or two more times just because it was really that good. But anyway, so there we go. So far so good. I'm going to grab this just because I'm seeing Marvel branding on it, and I genuinely have no idea at this point in time, beyond the fact that it's obviously Spider-Man themed. I have no idea what the hell is inside this. So I see other things in there, and I will get to them in just a moment. But for right now, my inner adolescent. It's a poster, okay. I think, maybe. Yeah, it's looking postery. Now, of course, the question is one poster or two posters. One poster with certificate of authenticity. Oh, look at this! This is actually some pretty cool stuff. So there's a certificate of authenticity that I will read in a moment. This is not unboxy friendly. But basically, it's a portrait of Spider-Man villains. I mean, I can't point all of them out just because I don't have time. I try to keep these videos under 15 minutes when I can. But, we've got... this thing is really huge. I'm sure there's a frame for it. This is... I might actually put... I've got that back wall behind me. I might actually frame this and put it up if I can find a frame that'll fit it. But, we have... just Spider-Man's whole, cast of characters, both heroes and villains. You've got Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man in the middle, then flanked down by more villains below. So, really liking this. I want to check out this certificate of authenticity really quick before I roll this up and try to force it back in the box. Geek Fuel has issued this certificate to authenticate this limited edition print of The Amazing Spider-Man by Gray Matter Art and Dave Perillo. So, obviously, nothing genuinely signed there. I guess that having the artist sign it might be a little complex and problematic. So I don't know in the big picture what the certificate of authenticity is genuinely worth. But... again, I gotta say, I'm really liking the art. I'm liking the art style. I'm liking everything about that piece. My only concern is that I'm not going to be able to easily find a frame to put it in, but, I guess I'll cross that bridge at Michael's or AC Moore when I get there. But again, I gotta say, this is like a really, cripes, it didn't quite fit in all the way. This is like a really cool thing. So far so good. I'm gonna next reach in and guys. All right, so when I make these videos, I always link back to the source. I've mentioned actually in past videos, Sci-Fi Block blocked me from posting to their page. If you go back a year and a half ago and you watch the Sci-Fi Block videos that I was putting up, Sci-Fi Block blocked me from posting the videos to the page because they didn't want potential customers to come in and see me ranting and raging. So I say that because whenever I do these videos, I always go back to the vendor and I post the video. It's kind of my way of saying, here's some feedback. So I say that because last month, I actually, when I posted Geek Fuel's video, I asked, I was like, what the hell is with the little Wally dude thing here? I'm not getting the pin. I mean, obviously collectible. Obviously it has something to do with their product. Every month there's been some kind of a variation on this theme, but I'm not getting it. Now, don't get me wrong, to kind of give you the close-up here, obviously they themed it after Super Mario Kart. They can't call it Super Mario Kart. They instead of, Super Motor Kart, but they have completely mimicked the style of the old SNES cartridge boxes. And I'm looking on the back. So, very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. The flag is about to drop, so get to the starting line for the race of the century. Hit the track with one of 6 limited edition racers, each with its own special accessory. Find the ultra limited big guy pin. Of course, you watch these videos. the one piece of Mario legend, Mario mythology that is always going to get my attention is going to be Bowser Koopa. And of course, when he is the limited edition. So some person on eBay probably has one of these going for about $300 right now or something. So, something I will never see and never touch. But, let's see, race head-to-head with friends and compete for your quest for the Gold Cup. I'm really, again, their attention to detail on this is really cool. Although, again, I gotta ask, the Super Geek Fuel, if y'all are actually watching this, when I post this to Facebook, man, what the hell is up with, like, the little Wally dude? Is this just, like, some kind of a mascot that you customize for each box? I've seen, like, Ninja Turtle, Stranger Things, Power Ranger, and I'm not saying that, like, to bag on it or anything. I'm genuinely curious. So reaching in, I've got two more things here. It looks like maybe. All right. So next up, we've got a game. This is for Steam. It is Deponia, a downloadable Steam game. Of course, as I say this, it is June 27th, and the Steam sale is going on, which means my wallet hates me. Chase loves me, but my wallet hates me. It's like, oh, hey, I wanted that, grab it. I wanted that, grab it. So, free game, always a good thing. Eking out his meager existence in the land of Deponia, a place that is effectively a giant dump, Rufus longs for a way to find himself living in the land of the rich, high above the clouds, and away from the garbage. Fate smiles upon the rascally Rufus in the form of Goal, a beautiful woman from the land of the wealthy. Upon returning to Goal to her own world and husband, he discovers her betrothed is a dead ringer for himself and hatches a dastardly plan. Alas, his feelings for Goal get in the way, and it is now up to you to help the poor boy from the junkyard land the girl of his dreams. So, I gotta say, maybe kind of a slightly creepy premise, but it sounds like a fun game. I'm actually kind of looking forward, just based on this card from the back. I'm actually looking forward to reading this. And the other thing is, I will definitely Geek Fuel. I will give you all credit on this. If you have seen my other product unboxings, in particular GamerBlock, the one piece of grief I've always given them is wasting excess product. Here's the Steam card. I can take it off. On the back there will be a code. I can scratch it off. I can put the code in. It'll get added to my Steam account. That's all that you need for something like this. So anyway, the game, I'm actually really looking forward to this. Speaking of which, now that I'm actually using a good copy of Camtasia, if you are a Steam type and you would like to connect, I can't guarantee that if you send me a message in game, I'm still kind of at that skeevy point, like, people send me mails via YouTube. I'm kind of like, stranger danger, hi. I can't guarantee how I'll react, but if you want to grab me on Steam, Fat Badger, FATBADJAH, is the Steam handle you can grab. Look for the Fat Badger in the tie-dye t-shirt. So it looks like we got one more thing plus the t-shirt. Now, this is just grabbing my attention. I have no idea what's in here, but the labeling reads Blast from the Past. It feels like some kind of a book, but it's just like, I got this whole, like, oh my god, shiny thing going on. Man, look at this. It catches the light and it's colorful. It's like my inner 5-year-old just wants to sit around and, like, look at this and eat paste all day. So it's obviously some kind of a book. It does not seem to be sealed, so I can actually open it up and see what it is. Is it a comic book? Is it a... Oh my god, I get it. Oh, goodness. Jay, if you're watching this, you are my best friend from college. I love you like you are one of my own, but you can't have this. this. I'm sorry. So this is the Gray Sports Almanac. Okay, so now the bag makes sense. The whole futuristic shiny thing. And ironically enough, oh, I see what they did there. So one of the stations at the gym on the big wall of stupidity was actually running Back to the Future a few weeks ago when I was out doing my hour daily punishment. So what we have here on the cover, this is the almanac that Marty McFly takes, and Biff then goes back. Okay, old Biff goes back into the past and gives to young Biff, who then makes a shit ton of money and becomes a scary Donald Trump act-alike in building this financial empire. This is just, man, look at this. This is absolutely awesome. So inside is a just lined journal. This is, I gotta say, Geek Fuel, y'all have my attention, and you're keeping my attention. You are doing your job as pickled ginger very, very, very well. So the last thing we have here is, and again, I'm old. I own it. I remember when these machines were new. I remember when people would actually line up to play these machines. Yep. So what we have here is not the exact side cabinet art, but something very similar to the side cabinet art from the old Space Invaders machines. And if you take a look, I don't exactly... obviously, I'm sure the game was imported, but you've got some katakana there. Probably yeah. Spelling out Space Invaders. Below 1978, the year the game came out. This is some cool shit. I gotta say it. I feel justified in my subscription to Geek Fuel. And I will, if anything else, Geek Fuel and Super Geek Box are currently the gallants to the goofuses of Nerd Block and Loot Crate. So I may, if anything else, just keep the Nerd Block and Loot Crate subscription up. If only so I have a bad seed against which I can compare Geek Fuel, because man, they're just, so far almost every month they've just been killing it. So I'm taking a look at this. Deponia downloadable Steam game, the Gray Sports Almanac, prop replica journal. It may not be full of sports stats that can help you cheat future betting houses, but this journal can keep safe pretty much anything you want to write down. We have the they're not even, okay, Epic Enamels, Once More Around Rainbow Road. These pins are going to be, again, come on. Y'all, throw me a bone. Geek Fuel, somebody take just 1 second. Tell me what the hell these pins are actually supposed to be. I see what you morph them into every month, but give me some kind of inspiration here. The Amazing Spider-Man poster, absolutely awesome. And the Funko Mopies. And I do have to say, I'm kind of two minds here, because, as much as I'm loving the Baby Groot, the Rocket would be a little more kick-ass. But I've already got a plush Rocket in my office, so the Baby Groot would actually be a very good kind of companion piece for that. So that is our our Geek Fuel June 2017 unboxing. Again, really, really, really loving the stuff that they're putting out. I think stuff like this, absolutely original, very cool. One item, well, okay, technically two were kind of off-the-shelf items. The betting journal, the Deponia game, the pin, and I'm giving them a pass on sending me a Funko product. And then, of course, the t-shirt. So, there we go, folks. At this point in the video, if you want to receive these on a regular basis, please, by all means, I'm going to point down here for once, hit the subscribe button, and anytime I upload one of these videos, you'll be made aware of it. Why? I don't know. Anyway, if you want to leave some comments, please, by all means, leave comments. Beyond that, I will see everybody for either the next Gentleman's Box, if you're just watching the Unbox to Unbox, or the next Geek Box, which will probably be either Loot Crate or Nerd Block, depending on what shows up, or the next Gentleman's Theme Box. So, until then, be good to each other, stay safe out there,